Good morning, Scott here. Sorry, no camera this morning. Tech issues, but we will battle on regardless. So there's a few things lining up right now and quite a lot which will hopefully be setting up in another day or so. You may have heard of the expression, wait one more day. It's very true at the moment because of a couple of things really. One was the big news on Friday that caused a big movement across lots of pairs. And then the second thing, as a result of that, we had some gapping over the weekend. So we because those two things, we've got quite a few cases of waiting on the day for the market to settle because reversals are coming, it appears. Okay, so let's get stuck in. Euro pound. Right, so what do we have here? We've got this level here, I think is pretty significant because of the high not so long ago. And this resistance level was kind of wicked. Now we've got a reversal candle. We've got a bearish candle after a slightly decelerating run up. So it looks like it's turning around and about to go short. We may still find we're going to get a wick up to test this level. Bear that in mind. But looking at the hourly chart, this is what we have. I love the MACD on hourly. It gives a good indication of trend strength. And when the strength is waning and it's a good chance for reversal coming. And that's what we seem to have here. We've got these higher highs on the price action. And then we've got lower highs on the MACD, which indicates it's going to go down. And it has done that. It's come down and broken the 1 hour 50. As I said, it hasn't broken it clearly, but as I said, it may come back up and retest the highs again. Don't know. But for it to be a trade for us, we need to break down lower. So it breaks down lower today. And then comes back and retests the 1 hour 50. Needs to break down a fair bit lower for the fibs to line up. And then we can have an IBO short. And either IBO A or IBO B, depending on how it sets up. But that's a possible one to look out for and looks pretty good. And notice all the ones that are setting up right now possibly are pounds, pound pairs. Next one, pound Aussie. So we had a run up yesterday, Friday, and then yesterday there's a slightly green candle. It's a bit misleading because of the gap. Because of the gap, it didn't open here and close up here. It just opened, gapped up, and then closed slightly higher. So that's a slightly more bullish candle in reality. So on the 1 hour chart, this can continue up to the 1 hour 50. Looking at the MACD, we can see that we're still getting higher highs. It's still got momentum there, so that's good. The fibs line up well for a CBO, with the 382 lining up where the 1 hour 50 will meet the 4 hour 50 in just a few hours. So that's looking pretty good for a CBO. Is there a 4 hour gap? That's always a requirement for the CBO. Yes, we've got a nice clear gap on the 4 hour chart, so that could be looking good. That's the 1 hour. So yes, I like that one. That could set up in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but it looks pretty good. Pound Swiss. It's an Aussie pair, so it can set up in the Asia session. Now, pound Swiss, this is a really interesting one because we talked about it yesterday. Got some great deceleration, and it didn't do much yesterday either, which was nice. Because we looked at the ABO, and those familiar with the ABO will hopefully understood what I talked about. Those who aren't will probably think I'm a little bit nuts. So it's not very easy to explain. But we've got this triangle here. I'll move the trend line from these highs, the close highs, to the wicks, because it's still been trundling along within inside that triangle pretty much. Now, I did mention also yesterday about breaking down below and coming up above it again to take out stops, which is exactly what has happened. So this is really, really powerful for an ABO setup. Maybe we can adjust this line down to this wick, which now has these ones in. So we've got 3 tests of this level here, which is very good. We've got 3 tests of the trend line, which is very good. we could be entering anytime about now. Positives for this trade is really nice triangle, and while taking the stops here, and at the same time coming back and retesting these lows. So that's really powerful for an ABO long. And this is what I drew yesterday. It's amazing how it almost copied what I drew. Yeah, the downside is the wicks are testing the 1 hour 50 as well, so that's a bit of a negative. But I think in general, it's a really nice looking trade. So you could be entering anytime soon. On the 5-minute chart, we could be entering break of the 5-minute 50, trading up to 4 hour 50 would be a fair place to go. Really safe will be down here, although you do need 2 to 1 for an ABO, 2 to 1 risk reward. So we've got almost 2 to 1 there, but I would suggest tightening the stop maybe down here somewhere, so that we clearly, this is the real support level, and that's, I'll put a stop below that somewhere, and then 2% or so up to the 4 hour 50. That's a very interesting and nice looking setup. I like that one a lot. Pound yen. Pound yen. Okay, we've had again bullish, and then bullish again yesterday, although the gap did make it look a bit like a doji. We're looking on the hourly chart. Okay, so we're looking for the bullish action to continue up to the daily 50. So this is a nice looking CBO. It's nice-ish. It's nice-ish. That's right, I remember now. So we are looking for some more strength to the upside. That gapping yesterday has kind of made it look a bit ugly. And also we have the MACD is still high, but losing a little bit of momentum. And at the same time, if you use a fib from down here, it doesn't really line up that well with the 1 hour 50. It pulls back right now. You can wick the 1 hour 50 and be okay. Hangs around for too long, the 1 hour 50 will creep up. The 382 too far behind. Now, some people might want to put the fib up here, maybe even up here, which lines up a bit better, but is it the good place for the fib? I don't know. I don't know. It's not as obvious. I usually look at the 4 hour chart to get an idea of whether that is a good fib placement or not. The swings in the only swing on the 4 hour chart is right up here, which is too close. So this swing here we just looked at is just a red candle. And the other one down here is just a nothing on the 4 hour chart. So the fibs aren't great. I put that as secondary, keep that in mind, but not too exciting. Right, Aussie CAD, there's a lot to go through now. I'll just whip through them quickly. It looks like we're getting the momentum that started on Friday after the news is kind of stopped. And it looks like we're getting some reversals setting up. Not clear from the daily, this could be a pausing before going lower, doji from yesterday, or it could be a reversal. Now I'm getting my signal from the 1 hour MACD. Huge reversal, huge divergence, sorry, MACD divergence on the 1 hour. So that tells me that we are going to go long, at least back to the 4 hour 50. So we need that to break up through the 1 hour 50, come back down, retest it, and that's where our trade will be, trading the IBO long up to the 4 hour 50, or maybe higher. And that will take, could happen today, don't know, maybe late session today, but probably going to be a tomorrow play. And that is repeated across many of the Aussies and many of the dollar pairs. So I'll quickly go through the ones I see, worth keeping an eye on, but a few of them actually looking quite good for today, but many aren't. Aussie Swiss, sorry, going too fast. Aussie Swiss, we've done a nice little doji at the 1 hour 50. This is a better looking one. MACD divergence. This also sets up right now, possibly for a pip snatcher short. But the 1 hour 50 is too far behind. The momentum has been lost quite a lot. I would suggest that is not a good trade, and I would wait for it to break up. And there are better reversal patterns than the Aussie Swiss, so I wouldn't really encourage that one as a long trade. Aussie dollar, again, very bearish candle on Friday, and then it kind of stopped dead yesterday. Is they going to reverse? Well, the MACD is definitely suggesting it's going to reverse, and we'll need to wait for the 1 hour 50 to break, retest, and take the IBO long. Euro Aussie, another Aussie, similar thing but in reverse. So now we have a bearish candle after a very bullish Friday. Close the gap, looking like it's going to go short. Again, we have nothing apart from a MACD divergence. We need to see lower lows, lower highs, break the 1 hour 50, pull back, retest, and then our IBO will go in here somewhere. Something like that, something like that. Taking it down. See squiffy, and then you might take it down to there's the 15 to 20. This is probably not a good one because of the daily 20, daily 50s in the way. We're trading through it, so that's probably not the best one. If you get the idea, you're okay. You're okay. Looking like we're going to carry on going short, but the 1 hour chart is telling us differently. We've got a really nice looking MACD divergence telling us it's going to break upwards, and if it does break the 1 hour 50 retest, that's an IBO long. Euro Kiwi, similar deal. Bullish candle on Friday, breaking down yesterday, and we've got a really nice MACD divergence. But this one may play out today because we've already reached the 1 hour 50. Break through that, retest, that could be later today. Take that short as an IBO, and it'll probably be an IBO A. That's an IBO B because of the way it's setting up, but we'll have to wait and see how it actually plays out. Euro CAD has another, Euro Kiwi. Okay, that could play out a bit earlier. Okay, keep an eye on that one. Euro dollar. Very nice bearish action, but again, I'm looking for it to reverse because of the 1 hour price action. Much lower lows, the higher low on the 1 hour chart on the MACD. So that's indicating we are going to break up, retest, IBO long. Okay, I'll quickly read through these because they are all very similar. I think there's one or two of interest. Pound CAD, looking like a bit of deceleration yesterday. It looks reasonably good for a candle that's ready to pop long. That may happen. Pound CAD have been another 8 hours or so. That may happen and pull back an IBO long. That might happen today. Pound dollar. Similar thing, bearish on Friday, pausing here. It's worth checking out this level actually to see if this is a good level. It could rather just be a quick pullback and then carry on short, or it may just be a break up and through back to the trend line. Just a level. Not very convincing, is it, from this chart? I need to go back and check it. Actually, from here, there's lots of stalling at this level here, maybe. And again, make the divergence very strong, so pull up back. That could be a break one more day. That would be tomorrow. That sets back. Kiwi CAD. Kiwi CAD, similar, reversing, looking like we're going long. And MACD confirms that, but we need to see a change of trend direction, higher highs, higher lows, break the 1 hour 50 retest, and then trade that IBO long. Kiwi Swiss, similar, still on this level, looking like we are going to go long. And again, we need to prove that by a change of trend direction with a break of the 1 hour 50 IBO long. That could well be that could be a tomorrow play as well. Kiwi dollar, similar again. Same story, feel like a bit of a broken record. This can take a while to happen. This will probably be tomorrow play, but it's a break up. Again, we've got this MACD divergence Dollar Swiss. Dollar CAD was similar, but not quite as nice. I prefer Dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss was reasonable stalling. Remaining one more day, which we probably will. Then we've got a MACD divergence, so we are going to go short, but I need to break at the 1 hour 50. Probably be happening very late today or tomorrow. Dollar yen, plus I'm going to look at is not really decelerating because of that gap. So we need to have some kind of proof that we have changed direction in the trend. We are hitting the 1 hour 50, so the daily 50, which is good. And we receive MACD divergence, so we need a lot more bearish pressure to come down, break the 1 hour 50 pullback, and then you can trade that as an IBO short. Okay, there we go. So there's quite a lot to keep an eye on, a few that may play out today. Probably a lot of them will sell up for tomorrow, hopefully. But lots to keep an eye on. So I wish you all the best. If you're not a member of ProTrader, scottprotrader.com. Come and sign up for some free training and then check us out. And if you're interested in learning this skill to change your life, then come and join us. I wish you all the best in the markets. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you then. Take care.